Hey everyone, I'm back with the restoring old and broken items topic. Let's see what interesting things in this plastic bin full of old items need fixing. This old knife with a worn blade and missing handle looks pretty interesting. I wonder what it will look like once it's restored. Alright, time to get to work on fixing it up right now. The first step in restoring this knife is making the handle first. Once the handle is done, sharpening the blade will be much easier. This is a section of PVC pipe with a diameter suitable for fitting onto the tang of my kitchen knife. I'll cut and trim it to the right length so the handle is neither too long nor too short. Normally, the tang of a kitchen knife bulges out larger than the diameter of the plastic pipe. Therefore, I'll use a heat gun to soften the PVC pipe. After softening this section of PVC pipe, I will flatten it using 2 wooden boards. Note this step, everyone. If you're following along, don't press too hard. Pressing too much will completely flatten the plastic pipe, leaving no hole to fit the knife tang. After inserting the kitchen knife tang into the PVC pipe, I will still use the heat gun and perform a few more manual steps to ensure the plastic pipe fits tightly around the tang. And this step simply involves placing the knife tang between 2 wooden boards and clamping it tightly with a bench vise. Doing this makes it much easier to ensure the PVC pipe fits tightly around the tang. I will heat the end of the PVC pipe so that it grips tightly onto the end of the knife tang. Next, I will use a rope to tightly tie the end of the PVC pipe where the tip of the tang is located. This will deform the softened plastic, allowing it to wrap snugly around the tang once it cools down. And to quickly cool it down, I'll spray a little water on it. Although the front end of the PVC pipe is already firmly attached to the top of the tang, to be extra safe, I will perform a few more basic manual steps. The front end of the PVC pipe at the top of the tang is done. Now, I'll move on to the back end of the pipe at the tail of the tang. After processing, I noticed there's still a long section left at the end of the handle as a result of the previous steps. So, I will trim it down, heat the end of the handle again and clamp it tight. As mentioned earlier, after heating the end of the handle, I will now clamp it tight so it fits snugly without any gaps. After finishing the handle, I'll check its firmness. If it doesn't feel solid enough, I'll rework it right away. Actually, the handle is already securely fixed to the tang, but the grip experience still isn't quite good. Therefore, I'm going to trim off a few excess details. After trimming off the excess parts, the handle still feels quite slippery. Therefore, I'll sand it down to improve the grip and make it easier to hold. You should choose sandpaper with the right grit so that after sanding, the handle feels secure in your hand without causing any pain or discomfort. After completing all the handle making steps, the grip feels much better and far more secure than before. However, the blade itself is still quite dull and not yet usable. And right up next is an extremely crucial step that everyone has been waiting for: sharpening the entire blade to restore it to its original perfect sharpness. And I have an extremely quick way to sharpen this dull kitchen knife, using an angle grinder with a flap disc instead of going through the usual manual sharpening process. The flap disc I'm using here is an A120. This grit level provides the right balance, quickly removing rough spots and rust from the metal surface while ensuring the blade is ground flat and sharp without eating too deeply into the edge. I won't rush to turn on the machine and sharpen right away. Instead, I'll practice the motion first to get used to it and ensure precise grind lines. The knife sharpening process is now complete. Watching through a screen, you might not fully feel how surprisingly sharp the blade has become. That's why only a live test right after this will make it truly convincing. And just like that, you can see that the kitchen knife has truly been brought back to life. From an old, dull, and seemingly useless piece of metal, a few simple steps and tweaks have transformed it into a sharp, comfortable, and powerful kitchen companion. I hope this video sparked some cool ideas for you to restore your own everyday tools at home. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more creative projects coming up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.